Your book title, the one that I got a chance to really go to get a little bit more deeper view of your work, was it's called Change Your Life in 3 Minutes. 3 minutes. Tell us more about that.
Yeah. So many people think that to change their life, they need to do something every day, every morning for 30 minutes or for 1 hour or for 2 hours. And let's be real, like with the society we live in, people just don't have that time, or they're not willing to create that time at least, you know? So the concept of this is like, look, just give yourself 3 minutes every day for the rest of your life, and I promise you, your life will change. If that's 3 minutes of journaling or meditation or connecting with your soul or your own way of connecting into self-love, whatever it is for you, whatever you're focusing on, 3 minutes is so much more powerful than 0 minutes. And everyone has 3 minutes. Everyone has 3 minutes, no matter how busy you tell me you are, how many children you have, how many jobs you are working, you have 3 minutes, even if it's right at the end before you fall asleep or right in the beginning before you get out of bed, you have 3 minutes. And if you do this, the compounding effect starts to happen. It's not 3 minutes every day. It's like you put $1,000 in the bank and you leave it there and it accumulates some sort of interest, probably not much, but let's imagine the banks were giving some sort of good interest rate. And then you don't take the interest out, you leave it there and it accumulates and accumulates. All of a sudden you have a lot more money in the bank. It's the same with the 3 minute concept.
Okay. And it's similar to the 2% philosophy that you shared in one of the other videos that I saw. Like if it was 2% compound interest that you were getting, it will accumulate over time. What am I doing in these 3 minutes, by the way?
Well, the book breaks down many different like practices and processes you can go through, but really ultimately any work on yourself, any work which might be focusing on your vision, it might be working on your capacity to expand your receiving, it might be clearing out blocks and limitations, it might be getting clear on your environment and changes you're making, it might be saying, you know, how do I get to love myself more today? It might be defining what action you're taking from a place of surrendered manifestation. It doesn't matter so much. It's going to be very unique and specific to everyone. But what counts is, are you connecting in with yourself? 3 minutes minimum every single day.
Okay, so it's more a practice of figure out what are different practices. And you can get the book, and of course the book has a lot of practices, but in summary, it's about spending that time with yourself in the manifestation.
Totally. And people get this book and they start working through the processes, and then all of a sudden they're like, yeah, I'm committing to the 3 minutes, and all of a sudden it's 10 minutes and then it's 15. And then they're like, I have this amazing practice I do in the morning for 45 minutes. I never thought that would be possible. It's amazing what happens when you fall in love with it too.
Amazing. Is there a odd practice, like something that's like so weird that if we talk about it, people will be like, what the hell are you talking about?
Sure.
But it totally works. Tell us one of them or two of them.
There's lots of weird things. So one of the things that I guess people might think is really weird is clearing your unconscious mind. Right. So our unconscious mind is running the show, as you know, right? It's pumping the blood around our body. It's beating our heart. It's doing all these things. But it's also depicting our conscious reality, which then impacts our thoughts and how we feel every day, and everything's all connected. But a lot of it is the unconscious system. Now, if we're not clearing the unconscious system, it's almost like we never shower. You wouldn't just go weeks without showering. You'd be like, I need to clean my physical body. We also need to clean the unconscious mind. So there's many ways to do this, but one of the weirdest ways to do this is what I call gibberish. So this is where you literally use your body and your words to clear all of the stuck information that's in your conscious mind. So I recommend that someone puts on music, maybe something like a drum track or trance or like tribal or like something high energy, high beat, shake their body and like get into the joints, the wrists, the everything, right? Notice anything that's stuck and like really shake it. And then at the same time, you're going to speak gibberish, which if someone doesn't know, sounds a little bit like, right? And you're going to feel ridiculous and crazy. You can do it by yourself in your own room, but you do this for 2 minutes and then you stop and you have this like space in your system. You feel amazing because the unconscious information is like you're taking out the garbage and clearing it. So there's actually space to recognize what's going on. So people feel pretty weird doing that.
No, that sounds weird, but I could see totally it work. Like I could totally see it work. It's also because suddenly your mind doesn't know how to comprehend all the data because like, what the hell did just happen? You're like shocking the system almost.
Yeah, exactly.
What is something that you think everyone believes to be true, but it's totally not true?
I think a lot of people believe that if they want to change their life and create different results, they have to work really, really hard. A lot of people have that. And I had that deeply because it was very ingrained in my family. My dad's like, you must work hard. And I love working hard. Like you said earlier, I'm also I'm a hard worker in the sense that there's a part of me that thrives off it. And there's a part of me that sometimes tries to prove to the world, like, look how much work I did, and I did it all myself. That must mean I'm worthy and enough and valuable, right? Right. Whereas often that hard work program really doesn't actually get you what you want. Now, I'm not saying don't put in the hours. Sometimes you might even stay up all night working on a project. Do it if it's in alignment, but not from that place of trying to prove yourself. You know, if someone really wants to change their life, it's not about hard work, because if it would be, then everyone working like so many hours in their jobs would have their dream life because they're putting in more work. It's not true. It's not how we play the game.